Mr. Gilbert, we have an arraignment for a people be Tamara Martinez. Do you know if she's appearing?
She's here and ready to go, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, let's call that case. People be Tamara Martinez. It's file 25-7121FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
Melissa Goodrich, Wayne County Prosecutor.
And James Gilbert here on behalf of Mr. Martinez.
All right, good morning, and this is, or good afternoon. This is the time and date set for arraignment. Have you had a chance to review the charging document with?
Yes, Ms. Martinez and I are aware of the charging document, and she wishes to waive the reading.
All right, and how she wishes to plead to the charge?
She'll stand mute.
On her plea of not guilty on her behalf, it looks like it's a possession tramadol with a drug double, an R&O, and a trespass, and there's a habitual fourth notice that's been filed. Is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not.
Estimated length of trial?
1 day.
Looks like reviewing the affidavit, it looks like this would be a case that'd be appropriate for our expedited docket. Is that?
I believe it would be, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Martinez, that means what we're going to do is we're going to schedule this for a docket call on March 10. And that date is a motion and plea cutoff. So if the case is resolved, then we'll enter that resolution that date. If it's not resolved, we'll pick a trial date for you, okay? So we'll come back March 10, about 2:40 for that. Ms. Martinez, are you still at the participating in the Mission Bible Training Center in Gaston?
No, right now I'm staying with my daughter at 13.
Oh, you don't have to say the address.
Okay.
We live stream these proceedings online, and so we don't want you doing that. Did you?
I haven't gone up for it.
Okay, did you finish that program up in Gaston?
Halfway.
Okay. All right, and so are you residing in Sheboygan County then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you understand your bond conditions
Yeah.
require you to call the phone line every day and then drug test?
Yes.
Okay. All right, anything further from the people?
There, I think.
Anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on March 10th at 2:40.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, up next, we have an arraignment in People v. Chad Powell, file 25-7125FH. Mr. Powell's here with his lawyer, Mr. Gilbert. Prosecuting attorney, Ms. Goodrich is here as well. Mr. Gilbert, for arraignment, have you reviewed the charging document with Mr. Powell?
Yes, Mr. Powell is aware of the charges against him and will wish to waive the reading.
And how's he wish to plead?
He's going to stand mute.
On or plea of not guilty on his behalf. Looks like it's a charge of operating while intoxicated, third offense with a habitual second notice, and a charge of driving on a suspended license, second offense notice. Is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not.
Estimated length of trial?
2 days.
Appropriate for a docket call on March 10,
Yes, Your Honor.
2:50. Anything further from the defense,
No, Your Honor, thank you.
from the people?
There, I think.
All right, we'll see you then, Mr. Powell.
Very well.
And we've next got Mr. West from the jail.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, if we could, I can update the court on Mr. Colpine.
Oh.
He was up for a
Do
step.
we not need him out from the jail?
I
then?
don't believe we need him out.
Okay, we do not need Mr. Colpine. Let's call that case. That's file 24-6906FH. And Mr. Gilbert, go ahead.
Just an update, Your Honor. We did get the results back from the forensic center, and he is currently waiting for a bed. So that's the report did come back that he was incompetent.
Right, and so the parties did provide me a copy of that report for purposes of our probation file. Would it be appropriate then for me to enter an additional order finding him incompetent but restorable in this file?
I believe that would be appropriate, Your Honor.
Yes.
And you consent to that order being based on the same findings as in the district court?
I do.
So the court will find Mr. Colpine not competent to go forward with a probation violation hearing at this time, but restorable within the statutory timeframes, it appears. And refer him to the Center for Forensic Psychiatry for treatment. I understand he's waiting for a bed, so we'll schedule this then for a status conference. I'll set it for April 28th at 2:30 in the afternoon. And if there's any change of status where we need to come in sooner, you can just contact the center. West? Yes, sir. Okay. It's called People v. William West. It's filed 25-7045. Each.
And James Gilbert here on behalf of Mr. West.
Your Honor, can we approach on this briefly?
Yes. All right, we are back on the record. And at the bench, Mr. Juliet for the people alerted counsel and the court to an argument he wished to make regarding a jail credit issue, which could affect about 1 month's worth of credit time for you, Mr. West. And given the recommendation, that might matter. That might matter a good bit to you. So Mr. Gilbert was suggesting that we bump this. I've got a docket next week that we bump this just 1 week so that your attorney has a chance to look at that issue and look at the statutory language to make an argument for whether you should receive that credit or not. Okay. All right, Mr. Juliet, you consent to that then?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to come back on next week, February 10. We'll do it at 2:30 in the afternoon. And if it's a particularly complicated argument, I would invite but not require bench memos on it so that I can be best prepared to rule, but I'm not going to require that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you know what, let's call, see Ms. Coolbaugh present. Let's call that case. People be Stephanie Coolbaugh.
Well, there,
Right there's fine. This is 2018 file 5693FH. It's a show cause just for fines and costs. Ms. Coolbaugh, it's alleged that you're in contempt of court for non-payment of fines and costs by missing your November 2025 and December 2025 payments. You've got the right to have a hearing on those allegations where the contempt would need to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You've got the right to the assistance of a lawyer. If you're requested qualified, I could give you a lawyer at public expense. If you are found to be in contempt of court, you could be jailed for up to 93 days or fined up to $7,500 or both. Do you understand the rights that you have and the maximum penalties involved? Okay, and it looks like the last payment that we had was October 31st. Do you know how you want to proceed today? I mean, well, let me just tell you, you got all those rights I said. If you want to have a hearing or want to have a lawyer, we'll do that for you, no problem. If you want to just have a conversation about where we're at with getting this on a better track, I'm open to that too.
Okay.
So what's your plan moving forward?
Just we can just have a conversation. I'll tell you why. I bought a car. I got my license and I bought a car, and my transmission went out. And it's a brand new car, and I still owe a lot of money on this car. And so, since I've been, back home, I work 2 jobs consistently, but one of my jobs is seasonal, and that's my higher paying job. So I've paid consistently since I've been out, but that's October is the end of the season, and so I'm working at Meyer right now, but I'm like barely making ends meet. I mean, I probably can start my payment plan back up this month sometime, but
Okay, let me see. All right, well, what I could do, Ms. Coolbaugh, is until we get back on a better track with that, I don't want to just dismiss the contempt citation, but what I can do is I can adjourn it
okay.
a couple months and see if when you come back, we have you in a better spot on that. Okay. So why don't we continue this out to April 28th at 3 p.m. And please continue communication with Ms. Lael in our office about that payment plan. And if you get on track making those payments, then she sometimes makes arrangements where then you can either appear by Zoom, or if we're really in a good place, then we can, see about just taking it off a court docket or something, okay? But I understand when you're back home, as you put it, there's a lot of pieces to put back together. And we certainly want to be mindful of that, but this is an obligation that's a court order that we do expect you to take care of. I hope you understand it's not my intention to put you in jail over this, but if it seems like you're not making honest efforts, that's really the only tool in our toolbox, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
All right, so I'll see you April 28th at 3 p.m.
I have a question though.
Yes,
Is there any way I can turn any of the funds into community service at all, or?
no, we don't do that.
Okay. Thank you. Feels so weird being back in here.
All right. Mr. Gilbert, we have up next sentencing and People v. Marissa Johnson.
Your Honor, Marissa Johnson is here. I guess we just have a few more minutes. So we just going through her PSI.
Sure.
I was unable to get to her prior.
That's fine. We can pass the case.
Thank you.
And then we could have Mr. Watner McPeak out of the jail maybe. Okay. All right, you have anything else that you wanted to?
Mr. Herrera is ready to go.
Let's grab that. We call People v. James Herrera. It's file 25-7090FH. Got Mr. Herrera present with Mr. Gilbert, his lawyer. Mr. Goodrich, the prosecuting attorney, is present in the courtroom as well for the people. And Mr. Gilbert, we're here for docket call. What's our status?
Well, Your Honor, I believe we did enter, actually, memory's not serving me quite that well on how far we got into our plea agreement, but the court was advising us that you did not want to be constrained by the sentencing recommendation that we had, but my client wishes to take the plea anyhow.
Okay, do we have, let me see here, because the only,
If they gave the court all the voice of rights and the plea.
that was, so that, this was the, count one, OWI third, amended count two, DWLS. OWI reimbursement 9318, and then the sentence agreement would be struck.
Correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich, you consent to that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Herrera, would you please raise your right hand for me, sir? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you put your hands down? Mr. Herrera, a guilty plea hearing is an important event. It includes the waiver of constitutional rights that you have. So I want you to listen carefully. At any time, if you've got a question, ask me. I'm happy to answer for you. If you have, need to talk to Mr. Gilbert some more, you just let me know. I have to advise you the maximum penalty that you could face for the charges. And Mr. Gilbert, do you consent to the filing of the amended information?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
And count one, operating while intoxicated third offense is a felony punishable by a fine of $500 to $5,000 and either 1 to 5 years in prison or probation with 30 days to a year in jail, at least 48 hours to be served consecutively, and 60 to 180 days community service. The court can order rehabilitative programs, costs of prosecution and emergency response, and vehicle immobilization. And count two, driving on a suspended or revoked license is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days and or a $500 fine and vehicle immobilization. Do you understand the maximum penalties for those charges, sir?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere else?
No.
Were you on bond for any other cases at the time of this incident?
No.
Did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form that you signed earlier?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me or for Mr. Gilbert about any of those rights?
No.
Do you understand if you plead guilty, you give up all those rights and won't have a trial?
Yes.
And is that what you're choosing to do today?
Yes.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that that your plea is caused by any threats or by any promises not placed on the record today. Do you understand that?
I do.
Also, when you plead guilty, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. And the types of issues you could raise on an appeal after pleading guilty are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that?
No, we discussed yesterday. Yes.
Okay. So I mean, in a sum, if you went to trial and were convicted, you'd have an automatic appeal by right if you wanted. You could raise any issue you wanted, and the Court of Appeals would have to give you their answer to that question. When you plead guilty, you first have to persuade the Court of Appeals to even take your case. And even if they do, some questions they don't have to answer. Some arguments are waived by the entry of a plea. So that's that general principle, that there's limitations in your appeal rights when you plead guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. The plea agreement as outlined indicates in exchange for your plea to the charges outlined, the prosecutor's going to dismiss the original count two enhancement and dismiss count three, and there's OWI reimbursement of $93.18. Do you understand the terms of that plea agreement?
Yeah.
Mr. Gilbert, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of its terms?
It is, Your Honor.
Ms.
Thank you.
Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Herrera, then there's been no agreement by this court as to any sentence recommendation or agreement. Do you understand that?
We had
Right. Yes.
Okay. Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Has anybody threatened you to make you do so?
No.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead the charge in count one, operating while intoxicated, third offense?
Guilty.
And how do you wish to plead the charge in count two, operating with a suspended or revoked license?
Guilty.
So, Mr. Herrera, back on September 13th of 2025, were you in Sheboygan County?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on South Straits Highway, a public roadway?
Yes.
Was your driver's license suspended or revoked?
Yes.
Did you know that it was suspended or revoked?
Yes.
And Before you operated that vehicle, had you consumed alcoholic beverages?
Yes,
And did you have some contact with law enforcement?
yes,
Did they give you a test to determine the level of alcohol in your body?
yes,
Do you remember the results of that test?
not exactly.
Was it above the legal limit of
Yes.
0.08? Do you believe that your ability to operate that vehicle was substantially influenced by the alcohol that you consumed?
Yes,
And at the time of that offense, did you have prior convictions for operating intoxicated in 2007 in the 86th District Court?
yes,
Operating under the influence in 1998 in the 86th District Court?
yes,
Operating under the influence in 1993 in the 65th District Court?
yes,
Operating under the influence in 1989 in the state of Arizona?
yes,
And operating under the influence in 1988 in the state of Arizona?
yes.
Mr. Gilbert, you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert, you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
I am not.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gilbert, in your judgment, has the court fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
I believe the court has. Thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
And Mr. Herrera, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe that you're guilty of that offense. So I hereby accept your plea. I could schedule sentencing for either March 10 or March 17, Mr. Gilbert. You have a preference?
I have no preference.
So,
17.
Pick 17.
Let's do March 17 at 3 p.m. All right, so Mr. Herr, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law that you committed those offenses, so I accept your plea. We'll schedule sentencing for March 17th at 3 p.m. You'll have to cooperate with a interview and a pre-sentence report investigation, so before you leave, stop by the probation department across the hall, tell them you entered a plea, and that you need to schedule an interview for a pre-sentence report, so I know more about you than just what's on the paper here. And Ms. Goodrich, any objection to continuation of bond?
No objection.
Bond will be continued. Okay, any questions for you, Mr. Hurley? Okay, we'll see you then, sir.